Hello and welcome back to Loresworn Chronicles Crusader Kings, where we are playing as the Kingdom of Curonia and Queen Dyra the Legendary. I am TJ, Asa TJ on Twitter, and our current goal is to be able to found an empire before Dyra dies, which currently we need about 1,300 more prestige, and we need to get our realm size up to 180. It is currently at 173. Not sure what our vassals are doing over here. They look like they're fighting the Bulgars. That may or may not be successful, but while they're doing that, well, first of all, we're going to deal with these a-holes over here who are trying to keep raiding our shit, and then we're probably going to go to war with Muram, which is a Khazar tribal Tengri chiefdom, and we should be able to take these three counties from them in a single holy war, which will get us closer for sure to that number that we need. So let's go get our spy master to learn how to arrest people better. Oh, there's another nomadic horde down here that I have to deal with. Okay, they are trying to attack us across a river. Reinforcements! Okay, now these guys are doomed. That's like the worst thing to happen, is when your movement is locked in and then you end up getting wiped because the battle was lost before your reinforcements showed up. What is all this shit? Just letting me know about all those lootings that I did. Okay. Hey, I finally won a board game after all these years. I get the Apprentice board gamer trait. And people are praising me, presumably for my board game skills. Which is good, because that's going to help me get the prestige I need for founding the empire. Alright. Let's get these guys crossing the Desna before we attack. We don't take that major river crossing penalty. We're fighting on flat land. Alright, we killed one of their commanders. Good for us. And we'll sacrifice another one to Dievas. Alright, so that is dealt with. We're going to go deal with these guys now, because they're currently raiding the place that we're about to invade. We will definitely build some watchtowers. That seems quite acceptable. Oh, we lost the hostile marker against them. So they might actually be trying to conquer this, which is interesting. Okay, we're going to station our troops across the river just in case they decide to raid us after they're done here. You know, we should declare war right away, because then we can kill them before they finish their conquest. So yeah, we're going to declare war. Holy war for, not Muram, for Riazan. Those three counties. Which will also give us a foothold at the source, the upper source of the Don River, which is going to be hard to navigate because it's completely controlled by nomads all the way to the Black Sea, but it's the start of something at least. That'd be another great trade route to have access to. So let's do it. And we're going to call up our dudes. If we need to, we'll call up the Holy Order. Oh shit. There's a big ass Viking thing going on here. So we are going to need to call up the Holy Order just so this group doesn't get wiped. And we're gonna do the most expensive sacrifice. Fantastic. Our victory has been ordained by Dievas. What battle do we lose? Oh, these guys are just cleaning up. Just random raiders, or did they join the war? Yeah, they joined the war. So how many... Okay, so the Bulgars are involved in this, and Korsun is involved in this. We'll screenshot that. Alright. Grab my dudes. Let's go mess some shit up. I'm gonna be irritated if I have to fight a second war here. Okay, call in a bunch of people into the war. Truce is expiring. With some con who I should probably remember. Anyone want to ransom this girl who just came of age in my dungeon? Yes! We've finally become bitter rivals with the shit talker. Alright, so we can duel him now, right? Have to not be involved in a war. Okay. Oh, we coming. We coming for you. Let's see, this is... We're gonna let them siege this back before we attack, because we want it to come under our control, not control of whoever the hell's host or whatever. Senti's host. That's the guy we need to kill right there. There we go. That's exactly what I wanted to happen. Let's see if we can kill Zenti. That'll deoccupy all of those holdings that we want. Sun is beginning to set when I meet with Zenti. My axe of Perkunas ready. After he clumsily dodges one attack, my next one lands perfectly. Frantically, the man attempts to cover his injured chest, but I have never seen so much blood. And he dies. And he's dead. And his commander gets sacrificed to Dievas. And we're going to chase these guys. So that was helpful. That made it so... Wait, Siege of Groban. Wait, who's attacking Groban? Some guy named Dan. Don, more likely. He's a Saxon. Well, screw you. We've, like, completely lost all of the prosperity we worked so hard to build in our capital. Because our army is not agile enough to protect our shit. Okay. We're calling up the vassals to defend our lands. At least they didn't capture anyone important, it doesn't look like. And then the northern armies meet up in the land of the Zemgalians, including you guys. We will continue the fight over here. Yeah, we're gonna need to do something about these Vikings. We might need to, like, straight up conquer Scandinavia or some shit. Or send our diviner to proselytize there. Let's see. He's a nobody. He might be worth something. Alright, we're just gonna go ahead and do that, do that, do that. It was already softened for us by the previous invaders. So these should be easy to siege. Look into my eyes and it's easy to siege. Okay, so we gained some land out here from one of our vassal wars. My son is sick. We will call for the court physician. My large adult son has the sniffles. Can't have that. Solid investment. We will always pay for more military technology points, especially if it lets us upgrade our heavy infantry, which are the bread and butter of our armies. We will see how long that lasts. And how is the capital doing? We should probably make our move now. So we're going to have to win 2 battles to get a shot at saving it. And yes, we will give you money to build whatever brilliant, weird weapons of war you want. Okay, now the question is, can we get to the capital in time to prevent further devastation? It's going to be close. It's going to be very close. Yes, we did it. We got there. That is, that was clutch right there. Alright, so as far as this war is concerned, I think this is their capital. So this should end the war, if we can take this down. Yeah, just as a matter of national security, we really can't allow the Vikings to continue to do this. So it's going to be very easy justification to... very easy RP justification to, you know, explain like an invasion of Scandinavia or something. Okay, forcing demands. We're at 179 holdings. We're 1 away. We are 1 away from where we need to be. We'll stand these guys down. Get these guys home and stand them down. Can we build a holding somewhere? That might actually be the best way to do it. Where do we have a holding slot open? Lima, Zemgale. Let's build another... Let's build another city in Zemgale. October 953, so Daira just needs to survive 2 more years. And we need to get some more prestige. Let's see, we're having some trouble with one of your petty nobles who's visiting our county. His behavior is unacceptable. I'll show sympathy and tell him, I'm sorry my dude's being an ass. Alright. Serious apologies. I realize I made assumptions based on lies we were told, and I hope this incident will soon be forgotten. Nice. I appreciate the prestige. I can really use it right now. Is there anywhere, like, that we could go do a land raid really quick that's, like, rich? Not really. Oh, and I need to fix what's going on over here really quick, too. Okay, make that, hand shit out, and then I need to hand out some titles really quick, load, filters, not gonna give it to my husband. Let's see, grant landed title to, grant you Pronsk, and you get Riazan. Sweet. Inheritance warning, his heir is me, so I don't know why that's an issue. Okay. So we just need to get like 300 more prestige. We're getting 13 a month, which is like 100 a year, so we won't quite have it naturally. The Armored Chariot. You receive a report from the outcome of the military experiments that your marshal asked you to sponsor. Apparently, a large steel-plated chariot was constructed, propelled by 10 men inside, pulling it forward, directed by a commander peering out from a revolving turret mounted on top. This vehicle also had several ballistas firing through arrow slits, though ending up too slow and expensive for actual wartime employment. It still proves some valuable lessons. So we've invented tanks in the year 952. Fantastic. That is how it's going to be recorded. Okay. Oh shit. Novgorod just... I think that was probably a Gavelkind split. Yeah, they still are, for some reason, tribal. Even though they could have converted to feudal a long time ago, probably. Let's see. Who's in the defensive pact against us right now? Quite a lot of people are in the defensive pact against us now, which is fine, because we're not going to have to conquer anything for a while. Oh shit, yeah, we can... Let's mock his character and then let's kill him. That'll be a good way to get some prestige. High Chief Tomislav challenged me to a fight. Alright, so he challenged me. So, we're going to say challenge accepted. He has a personal combat skill of 21, and despite being 66 years old, we have a personal combat skill of 140. My opponent looks nervous, his armor ill-fitting. Yeah, let's see. Robust man is soon on the ground, groaning in pain, and we are going to just straight kill him. Fantastic. The wise pagan ruler who petitioned me to help him convert his realm has died. I just received word. I guess maybe they carried him off with an axe wound to the head and we weren't sure. So I had to receive word later that that he had died. But, alright. Yeah, more people joining the defensive pact. I bet. Let's see. Gonna make friends with someone who was friends with another friend of mine that died. Don't understand what that event means at all. Alright. Will we have enough prestige, or do I need to raid somebody? Is my question here. 0.0, 2.2, yeah, see, they're all nomadic counties that aren't even worth raiding. I could raid this guy, but he's not a bad dude. And the Poles are currently being invaded on, like, all fronts, so we're not going to get a lot from that. We can go raid Brandenburg. How big is the Danish army? We can always raid Novgorod, but they're kind of our buds, too. Miram. Oh, that's a juicy county. Let's go see if we can raid Miram just with our retinue. Haha, she who laughs last laughs longest. Finally, that narrow-minded High Chief Tomislav has left this earth. With everything, we will definitely be better without him. I have a lot of extra time on my hands now. He called me an old cow, and then I spent like the next decade of my life trying to kill him. Let's see. Let's try to become a better person, though. End our rivalry with Rushki. Okay. Let's try this out, just to make sure that we have enough prestige and we're not running short. We want to blackmail our vassals. That's always fun. He curses my name, but he will comply with my demands. That's just fine with me. Cool. Alright. That should get us to 8k prestige by the time that city finishes. That'll do the trick. Alright, Lanima has finally adopted feudalism. Should be... Yeah, we've got a nice feudal core here now. I think we're really feudalizing pretty quickly. Which will also increase our tax income, which is great. Which also I want to make sure I'm going to have enough money to found the empire. Yes, we should have enough. Just barely. Especially once this raid finishes. Oh, hey, we're at 180. Did the city finish? I don't think the city finished yet. Okay, so we just need... We've got the gold. We just need the prestige. This is exciting times. We're going to get some prestige from winning this raid. And there's an iconoclast uprising in Rukin. Alright. We will, we'll finish this siege, and then we'll go deal with it. We're going to do the cheapest option here, because we don't want to run out of money for forming the empire. No, we're not going to get the D&D weapon. Okay, cool. Very, very close. Let's go deal with this peasant uprising. And that should give us the prestige we need. We dedicate ourselves to Perikunas, the royal god of the Penicus royal family. We'll do some ransoms. Sweet. Oh, we're so close. Awesome. The Kingdom of Italy. The ancient Lombard kingdom was established in Italy after a long history of migration originating in northern Europe. Along the way, the Lombards themselves have changed, both influencing and becoming influenced by the regions they have settled. Now it has finally come to pass that the Lombard lands in Italy no longer have a Lombard ruler, and this effectively spells the end of the name Kingdom of the Lombards. We shall henceforth speak of the Kingdom of Italy, but the Lombard heritage shall still live on. So this is a Paulican Christian realm under King Ennio the Liberator, who apparently liberated it from... Let's see, who owned the county of Pavia previously to him? Arni was a vassal of... Okay, so this was owned by the pagan kingdom of Aquitaine previously, it seems like. Oh shit, France just carved a huge chunk out of... Wait, is France... Okay, hang on. There's still a German king here, but France is still pagan, right? Okay, yeah. So pagan France carved a huge chunk out of the Amakid Empire. This is the weirdest timeline. 769 is such a bonkers start date. Okay. This is, I'm gonna call it, this is the episode where we're gonna found an empire. Sweet. So we took some more land. That's cool. Trade route from Prulik is in dire need of a new ship and equipment. We can barely spare that. It'll delay the foundation of the empire a little bit, but we want to keep the trade routes running. Yeah. Okay, so I don't think we can found the empire while we're... Oh, we can found the empire while we're at war. Alright, so a powerful queen, such as me, surely deserves to be recognized as something more. Perhaps the time has come to claim my place in the sun. So we are about to found the first pagan empire in Europe since, really Rome, probably. Completely outside the Christian sphere of influence, which is extremely unique. Oh, by the way, Aquitaine conquered Constantinople. Almost missed that one. And Bukhal has turned the Bulgarians into a tributary. So we're clicking the button. We have founded the Empire of Curonia, so we are now Empress Daira the Legendary. And so this is a big important step. No pagan has called themselves emperor. I'm sure that the Byzantines, who have lost their capital, are not going to be super happy about that. I'm not sure what the Saxons are going to say. We have all of these pagan kings out here now that we've officially proclaimed ourselves as being above them. That, you know, they might not necessarily appreciate that. But we're also announcing that, you know, we are kind of Dievis's chosen rulers in the earthly realm, or possibly Perkunas's, and as an empire, we are, you know, we've moved into sort of a diplomatic space where, what the heck just happened? Oh, it just changed the color. That's fine. I was like, did we just get annexed by Denmark? What the fuck? Okay, we're pink now. It's going to be a little bit confusing because it makes it harder for us to tell us apart from Denmark. But let's see, I can recruit an additional advisor. This guy's kind of mad that he's not on the council, so we'll do that. Inheritance in the Empire still is eldership, so we're backing Rushki. We want to back Rushki on both levels. I might destroy the kingdom title. I wish there was a way to make your primary kingdom title linked to your empire title. We can also additionally have 2 more commanders now. See, I haven't fully sorted out in my head what the lore for this is going to be, but I definitely will think about it. I kind of miss our old color, though. I might go in and mod back in our old color, but that's... yeah, I'm gonna change this to... able to make the title follow the short naming convention prevented with tier of prefix. Does that make it Empire of Curonia, or... oh, okay, I see. So I'm going to call this the Curonian Empire. It almost seems like maybe one of the better comparisons for what we've become might be the Persian Empire. I don't know. That was the last, you know, large non-Christian empire before Rome that I can think of that existed outside the Western milieu. I feel the power of the wood flowing through my veins. No jokes. As I snarl at the enemy commander, visibly startling him. Surrender, he shouts. I am Bogislav of Iconoclast Uprising, and the man's words are cut short by my weapon cutting through his throat. I'm the Empress, bitch. You can't go talking shit like that. You know what happens to people who talk shit? Yeah. Added the skull of an enemy to her treasury. Fantastic. What does that do for us? Boguslav's skull. Prestige and opinion with cruel. There are some discovered stains to this skull reminding anyone of the brutality its once owner suffered. They say Boguslav of the Iconoclast Uprising had his head cut off completely before Empress Daira decided to bring it home from the Battle of Rostock. Yeah, she's definitely proven herself quite the badass here. We do have a badass over here. Alright. Ending this petty rebellion. Enforcing our demands. Yeah, I liked our old color better. I think I'm going to try to mod back in our old color. It's just too similar to Denmark. Either that or we just have to get rid of Denmark. In which case this color would be fine. But yeah, we're establishing an empire without a Roman precedent, which is what makes it so interesting. Because most of the, really all of the states of medieval and early modern Europe that called themselves empires were kind of harkening back to Rome, at least in Europe. Oh, you came on the wrong day. Lack of bravery. We'll deal with that. Alright, and we're gonna... No, we're not gonna be flashy about it. Yeah, these guys didn't know what they were getting into. You'll make a suitable sacrifice to Dievas. We're not gonna spare anybody. Cool. So we managed to make her brave. That's great. Even challenge, of course. So we now should have some new laws, I believe. Yeah, we can eventually move to Imperial Administration, which I may or may not do. I don't know if that'll make sense RP-wise. I think I am going to take some more power away from the Council, though. Yeah, they would vote for it. Got 3 loyalists. I can decide who to kill whenever I want. We're going to worship the ancestors, growth for the realm. And I think one of the next things we're going to do is we're going to build up a very large treasury, and then we're going to search for a smith to get like the super expensive versions of the royal arms and armor and crown. Because Dyra kind of deserves her own legacy at this point. Let's see. Soundly beaten by the World Slayer. Who barely broke a sweat. Wolfled suffered some minor injuries, but I'm sure it'll only serve to build character. Okay, so that actually went well. She didn't mind being beaten. City holding is finished in Zemgale. Not that I needed it. My vassals did a good job of expanding our holdings to what we needed them to be. And I think now that I'm an Empire tier, I get more retinue cap too. Fantastic. Taking more power away from the Council. I probably won't abolish the Council. I think I'll leave it empowered, but just keep all of these privileges for myself. Because if you abolish it, you can't use Realm Peace. You don't get advisor titles anymore. I'll let them vote on law changes. That's fine. That's not going to bother me. Alright. So, the Curonian Empire has been established in the year 953 of the Christian calendar. And I think that is going to be the end of Chapter 1 of Chronicles. Empress Dyra reigns over this powerful realm, and perhaps in Italy, perhaps elsewhere, we might pick up with someone else. It doesn't mean we're not going to play Curonia at all for the entire rest of the... I mean, we're still in the 950s. We've got a lot of time left on the clock here. But I think we are going to pick someone else starting next episode, which is probably not going to be immediately after you're watching this. There might be a short break, but the week of February 3rd, February 4th is when we'll be coming back with Chapter 2, which will be a whole new we'll have a whole new intro, we'll have a whole new explanation of the situation. The Friday lore videos are going to be coming back at that time as well, because we'll be settled in at the new place with the new studio set up and everything, and we'll be able to kind of get back into a good production cycle since we're not in the middle of moving all of our crap across the state. Anyway, thank you guys for being here for Chapter 1. Of course, this is only the beginning. We're playing all the way up to 1821 EU4, and if I can get the converter, the fan converter to work, I will try to continue it into Victoria 2. No promises, because last time I tried to do a mega campaign where I converted from CK2 to EU4 to Vicky 2, the Vicky 2 converter at that point was not in great shape, and it didn't work out super well. But I'd like to. I'd like to play all the way up to 1936 if I can. Hell, if the fan converter for Hearts of Iron is still working, I'd even try to convert to Hearts of Iron, because that would be a lot of fun as well. Anyway, subscribe and click on the notification thing so you can find out as soon as Season 2 of Loresworn Chronicles begins. Definitely tell people if you've enjoyed Season 1 that they might want to check this out. Beginning of Season 2, it's going to be like a fresh start. We're going to explain everything you need to know, so it's a great jumping on point. You don't have to watch 45 episodes of Curonia to understand the story that we're going to be presenting. And anyway, you can also follow me on Twitter. I am at AsaTJ, that's ASATJ. You are watching Loresworn Gaming, and we will see you in Season 2.